So, BREADS asks this question today. Till now, we've been talking about data, IT, and came to water. Now, I ask, whose city is it anyway, smart or otherwise? Let us look at Bangalore, for example, as a smart city. I don't think it is smart enough, but at the moment, whose city is Bangalore? Is it of those 100,000 children who are actually on or off the streets? Or is it of people who live in Sadashivanagar, the most prestigious colony? Or of people who are in Care Market or in UB City? Or is Bangalore of the IT companies? Or of those 1.4 million people living in slums? Whose city is this? Is it of BBMP with 6,233 tons of garbage every day as of 2017, and probably by 2031 it would be 13,901 garbage. So it's easy to have a new city like Gujarat city, new one, but what about a city like Bangalore with 10 million more people to make it smart? So we have to be, the next slide please. So the urban growth has never been sustainable or inclusive. The trickle-down theory which was being taught has actually failed, but at least a new approach should be inclusive, should be sustainable. And of course, inclusion is seen as not a privilege, but it is a right. Everybody has to be included in making us city smart. The child, the migrant, the IT man, the water technician, whoever it may be, everybody has to be included. And of course, they should also have the economic and social access. Next slide, please. BREADS, as an NGO, we would like to bridge this gap, the big gap, in different ways. The one way that we would like to do is as being a service provider. And we are working with children on the streets, especially in Bangalore. As I said, there are 100,000 children on and off the streets in Bangalore. Every day, 20 to 30 children come to the city of Bangalore every day. We are 156 staff working around the clock in the city of Bangalore to take care of the children. We have the 9 institutions. And that is the enormity of the problem, but then these children have to be included. Unless these children are also not smart, then it can't be a smart city. Next slide, please. We also work with children who are working in different parts of Karnataka. We have 12 centers across Kerala and Karnataka. And every year we reach out to 800 children plus in order to rescue them and rehabilitate them. And over the 10 years, we have rescued and rehabilitated more than 9,000 children. Now, what we do is we rescue children from their workplaces, whether it is in the agriculture sector or in the hotel industry or in the garages. We bring them to our Don Bosco centers, have the bridge course for 1 year, and then put them back to mainstream schools. We also do community participation in this, because just running 12 or 13 centers is not enough. We have to work with the community so that the community takes ownership for all those children who are actually dropouts or child laborers. And we work a lot with the community, and we will talk about a project called CREAM, in which we also involve the child as participant in order to become, in order to be aware of their rights and also fight for the rights of the other children. The next area in which we work is skill training. If you look at Pan-India, we have more than 420 skill training centers across 29 states with the 66 domains. We're looking at those young people. We talk about demographic dividend and the young population. But then if every young man and woman was able to work, you can imagine the kind of GDP it can bring. Everybody has to be employed. Unfortunately, they're not employed because they were out of school, they were uneducated, they could not find a work. So what we try to do is bring young people who are who are not able to pursue mainstream education into these Don Bosco skill training centers, give them training for 3 months in life skills, soft skills, English, computer, and some domain, and then give them job, placement. And we have 72% of placement. And we became facilitators with the government of India, the government of Karnataka and Kerala. And of course, many corporates have come forward to help us, whether it is Schneider Electrical, so when Bosch, India Foundation, or other people who are there actually on the screen. So industries or corporates, when they have technology, when they need manpower, they can come to Don Bosco. We have the people, we have the young people who are really wanting to get trained. So what we can do is, can Schneider Electrical, as Schneider Electrical would come on board, they would come and put up their labs in our premises, and we mobilize young people and we customize the training according to that particular stream of the industry and provide employees. And this could be a win-win situation for the corporate or a company, and for the Don Bosco, and for the young people who need a training. Next slide, please. This is the project that we talk about, CREAM. BREADS is the name of the organization. SLICE is our newsletter, which comes every month, and CREAM is our project. CREAM has got its expansion. It's called Child Rights, Education, and Action Movement. As I said about child labor situation in Karnataka, what we did was we worked in our own Don Bosco centers, then we went to the community to talk to them about the importance of education and child rights, etc. But then we said, why can't we involve children themselves in their own development? Why can't children be aware of their rights and fight for the rights of their own children, their own friends who are maybe child laborers who are given in marriage? So what we did was, with the education department of the government of Karnataka, who trusts us so much, and we in 10 districts with the education department, we went into the more than 1,000 government schools, and we trained the children, the teachers, and all those people who were around the child, the importance of education and child rights. We formed child rights clubs in all these schools, and they would discuss issues related to their rights every month. If their friends are given in marriage at the age of 14, they would go and stop this child marriage. They would bring back kids who are out of school as child laborers, convince the parents and the employers, bring them back to school. And these clubs have been doing extremely well. We enabled the child to participate. You and me, when we were young, I don't think we are aware of child rights. But the young people, the children of Karnataka, at least in this number of schools, are aware of their rights. They fight for a toilet for the girls in the school. The infrastructure is not there. They fight for it. They write letters. If a science teacher is absent for 5 months in the government school in a rural area in Karnataka, they would fight for it. So that's about CREAM. And we also work as innovators. Look at Kerala, for example, which has got, I don't know how many hundred thousands of migrants are in Kerala from North India especially. So what we did now, a pilot project in the city of Trivandrum, and now in the month of August we are going to launch a new project with a migrant desk in every district in Kerala. So that all those people who come from North India would not get humiliated, they would be integrated into the mainstream, and that their rights would be protected, and they would have minimum wage, and that the contractor would not really take all the money away from the people. And also the Kerala government becomes the first government in India to go for a medical insurance. So this is being advocated, or this is being done. So we want to help also the migrants who come to India to Kerala to work. Similarly, we also want to do it in Karnataka, in Bengaluru. And Green Alliance, we also want to do something about the Green Alliance. You know, Don Bosco Global, we are in 134 countries. On a daily basis, we are in touch with 15 million young people on a daily basis with our institutions and partnerships. And Don Bosco, in a global perspective, have taken a great decision to go green. So in our own little ways, we are going to make efforts to make sure that this planet is still green. and we have formed a Green Alliance with organic agriculture projects. And something I want to do in Karnataka is to, every school in Karnataka is given this midday meal. It would be great if the children in these schools have a vegetable garden in their own premises with organic farming, with vermicomposting and waste management. So they would learn about nature, they would learn about organic farming, and those vegetables that they produce in their school premises would contribute to their nutrition, to their midday meal. This is something we would like to do in the future. I'm looking for partners.